Hi everyone and welcome to your Service Quest overview. I'm Mister and I am one of the 8th grade Quest leads this year. Today we're going to be talking to you about what Service Quest is, the components that you will be responsible for, and the timeline for when the project takes place. So this project stems from the requirement from Fairfax County for you to complete 15 hours of service learning through the civics and economics curriculum. We've broken that down into two parts. So 5 hours you will get credit for the research you do before you begin your service hours and also the reflection that you do after you have completed the service hours. So that will count for 5 hours, and you are required to complete 10 hours of outside service learning, meaning it cannot be completed at school or during the Cooper Day. So here's our vision for this school year. Your driving question is, how can we as middle schoolers change our world? So it's all going to start with a service learning theme, and we'll talk about what those are in a minute. And then your requirements are going to be split between your civics classes and your English classes. In civics, you're going to complete and turn in a research paper. You're going to turn in your service hour verification sheet and your final reflection paper. In English, we'll be working on a commercial or a public service announcement, which is a PSA, and you'll be turning in your final product to your English teacher. And finally, all of this will culminate with the Quest Expo. Those of you that were here last year, you'll remember that the Quest Expo was a day that parents, administrators, people from the community came into Cooper and you were able to present and show off your hard work from the year. These are the 5 major project components that you'll be working on and completing throughout the year. So the first component you're going to work on is the research paper. This is when you're going to research the various problems and solutions at the different communities. So at the local level, the state level, the national level, and the international level. Once you've narrowed down your theme and you've researched the problems and the solutions, you're then going to complete your action plan. And this is when you look at the logistics for your service learning. So for example, where are you going to complete this? How long is it going to take you? How are you going to get there? You're going to explicitly lay out the plan for your project. Throughout your meeting with your advisors and while you're working to complete your service hours, you're going to be completing a process log. And you can think of it as a journal or a diary as you complete this project, things that surprised you, things that amazed you, things that you learned, any limitations that came up. And you're going to use that process log as you move into your reflection paper. This is going to be a 5-paragraph reflection where you think about the importance of service learning and what you've learned throughout the process, maybe what was difficult or what you would have done differently. And the last part is the final product. And this is what you will be showcasing and presenting on the day of the Quest Expo. We're going to give you a menu of options, so you're going to have a variety of projects to choose from, things like a scrapbook or a video essay or a YouTube channel. We do one project in English known as the Commonplace Book, so you could recreate that for your Service Quest if you wanted to. So here's the breakdown of how the project is going to work. This project is a little more spread out than your 7th grade Quest. So in September, your teachers are going to talk to you about service learning and Service Quest, which is what's happening right now. Next week, we're going to have a service learning fair. It's going to be on Tuesday, September 20th, and we're going to have an extended 90-minute QST. There will be various organizations from the McLean, Fairfax County, and Great Falls communities to give you an idea of the service learning opportunities that you have around you. Then you're going to select an area of interest. Our 5 areas of interest, or 5 themes this year, are animals, child and youth support, environment, health and wellness, and social service. Social service is an overarching category for things to include veterans, refugees, elderly, philanthropy, general service, a variety of opportunities. Then you're going to complete a research paper and identify and research problems and solutions at the various community levels. So for example, if you've selected animals as your area of interest, you're going to identify problems with animals in the Fairfax County area and then also solutions to help combat those problems. We will give you time through civics and English to complete this research paper. Once you've done that, we will then place you into groups. So you'll be grouped with about 20 other students and you'll be placed with an advisor who also selected the same area of interest. In November, once we start the second quarter, this is when you will start meeting with your advisor, and together as a group, you will start to explore the various ideas for projects. You'll start to talk about what opportunities you have in the community and really start to brainstorm what you want your hours to be. Then you will turn in your action plan to your advisor. Throughout the following months, you're going to check in with your advisor about every 3 weeks, and they're going to check on your progress, see how you're doing. Meanwhile, you're going to be completing your process log. So this will happen through December, January, and February. On March 8th, your signed supervisor verification sheet is due to your civics teacher. And this is what is going to verify that you've completed your service hours. So for example, if you've selected animals and you have volunteered at an animal shelter in Fairfax County, whoever is supervising that animal shelter or whoever your point of contact was there will have to sign off saying that you have completed the hours. Once all the hours are turned in, we will have 90-minute meetings during an extended QST for you to work on your reflection project and your final product. If you think back to last year with your 7th grade quest, this is when you probably completed the bulk of your project. In 8th grade, we allow you to use this as work time. So those extended meetings will be on March 15th, March 22nd, March 29th, and April 5th. We may also have another meeting on April 13th, and that would just be to wrap things up. The entire project will culminate on May 4th with the Quest Expo. So again, parents, administrators, people from the community will come into Cooper, and you're able to show off and present your project from the entire year. Each of you will be receiving a Service Quest timeline. On it, it has all the assignments that you will need throughout the entire project and due dates and the teacher that assignment will be turned into. All your documents are linked so you can refer back to them at any time, and everything will also be posted on your civics teacher's Quest Google Classroom. So if you have any questions at all, please reach out to your civics teacher. They can help you with anything that you need. And we hope you guys enjoy your Service Quest project.